call, so my question is to the Minister for Environment and Water. Can the Minister update the House on the redevelopment of the Belair Country Club and Golf Course and provide a time for the release of the master plan for the site? And, sir, with your leave and that of the House, I will further explain.
Leave granted. Leave granted.
Thank you, sir. It has now been over 2 years since the closure of the Belair Country Club and Golf Course. Since then, the country club has become a dilapidated shell that has attracted antisocial behaviour, and the former golf course has been left unkept, especially during the bushfire season.
Minister for Environment and Water.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Waite for his question, a very valid question about an important asset under the care and control of my department within his electorate. And we do know that the Belair National Park, in fact the oldest national park in South Australia, proclaimed in 1891, is such an important recreational and environmental asset and destination within the Southern Hills location of within metropolitan Adelaide. It's a site which has proven to have some challenges in recent years. The member for Waite is absolutely correct to highlight that in March 2018, within right around the time of the change of government, the golf course and country club operator unfortunately and sadly went into receivership. And as a consequence, the property, being the country club itself, became vacant, and the golf course, the operators withdrew from managing the golf course, and that has posed my department and the National Parks and Wildlife Service some challenges, particularly with the need to maintain that golf course. I think we've made every effort to maintain the golf course in a way that ensures there is an effective fire buffer. It does not need to have a cropped lawn through that area in order to be an effective fire buffer. What it does need to do is create a significant width of space between the trees which form part of Belair National Park and the housing around Glenalta and Hawthorne Dean, and particularly along that Upper Sturt Road boundary of the National Park. And that's exactly what the golf course does do. It will continue to do, and I have made it a priority of the National Parks and Wildlife Service to ensure that that grass is cropped appropriately to maintain that important fire break, because we know that gives those residents confidence and that their homes are that little bit safer during a fire season. Moving on from the fire risk, we are now moving towards a period of master planning the site. Master planning that site is important going forward. We undertook an expression of interest process to see if local South Australian businesses were interested in the site in September 2018. That was a prolonged process. It resulted in a couple of businesses and community organisations coming forward. There's a mountain biking business operating from that site at the moment, or working through that, and should be operating shortly. And then there is also the Sturt Lions Soccer Club, which is also interested in operating from that site. But that site is more than just those two opportunities. There is clearly significant potential going forward for Belair, the former Belair Golf Course, and of course that building, built in the 1990s, the Belair Country Club, a building which has plenty of potential and which we really do hope a private sector organisation puts its hand up in the very near future to be part of it. We are forming a community reference group to work alongside my department to make sure that the master plan is informed and guided by the community. There will be a range of community leaders, including Garner representatives, representatives from local business, the local councils, young people involved in that, Rotary Club and other active organisations. So I look forward to catching up actually with the inaugural meeting of that reference group to start shaping that master plan in the first week of August. The member for Waite will be there, and I continue to work alongside him and rely on his advocacy, ideas and support for sorting this situation out once and for all.